Hi, and welcome back to Chat and That podcast. Here's another FMP interview, and it is the crew from Pseudo. Woo! Amber and Garry. Yay! Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Garry. I've met Garry before. So yeah, it's Amber and Garry. Hello. Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
No. Why are you? You said you were nervous.
I am nervous. It's fine.
Sorry, I feel like I'm forcing people to come on who are behind the scenes. All right. Well, thank you for coming on. I know it's quite late in the day, and you're both very busy. Very busy. I'm surprised. We just said it again. You're going to be here till September.
Yep. Yes, I am.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, but you know, oh well, it's fine. It's nice to be in Winchester, so
that's true. That's true.
might as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for coming on. Right?
No problem.
And Garry, I've never met you before. Thank you for coming on. Have you travelled far?
What?
From Winchester? Where do you live in Winchester?
Oh, Stanmore. So
Oh, Stanmore?
Yeah.
Do you pass Cromwell Road?
I'm on Cromwell Road. I'm right opposite the Sportsman's Club thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
opposite
Oh,
the
right.
corner.
Oh, cool. Okay, haven't travelled far. Where are you both like in the area? Where are you from? Are you both from Winchester, or are you both from like?
No, I'm
London?
from Bognor Regis, so down south, about hour and a half drive from here.
Where's that near?
Near Chichester.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, Portsmouth.
Oh,
Brighton,
Portsmouth.
that
Okay.
bracket.
What about you, Garry?
Bicester. Do you know that?
Bicester? No.
It's near Oxford.
Near Oxford. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, nice.
It's not too
Nice.
bad, not too
Oh,
long.
nice. Yeah, very nice. So let's talk about. Obviously, there's two people that are not here. Do you want to describe who they are? Well, like what their roles are in the film.
So we should have Adam with us, who is our producer, and also Maya, who was our cinematographer.
All right, okay. And they're not here. Adam's in America.
He's in the States, yeah.
That's annoying. We should have done a Zoom. So let's talk about Pseudo. So how did this all begin? How did you two get together? And how have you worked with each other before and stuff like that?
It was the what module was that? It was the
Volunteering.
Yeah. It was me and Adam agreed to work together, and then Amber and Maya were together, and we just like, oh, just wanna
Do them together.
yeah. And then, yeah.
What do you mean by volunteering module? What does that mean? Volunteering module.
It was in second year with Rob. We had to do a promotional film for a company in Winchester, and that was the module, make a film for a company, and yeah.
Isn't that like corporate?
Yeah,
Why is it called volunteering then?
because you volunteer to do it, you don't get paid.
Why don't we do that anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, I made a corporate film for a skateboard company and I
Yeah.
wasn't paid, so
Yeah, well,
we
You
get
know,
grades.
yeah.
There you go. So have you ever worked with each other before? No.
just that one.
Just that one.
film,
Just that
yeah.
one. Okay.
And then Pseudo.
And Pseudo. Okay. What company did you do it for? Do you remember?
The Black Boy.
Black Boy.
Black
Like
Boy.
a pub in
Oh, right.
down there.
Oh, right. Okay,
Mm.
Down there in Winchester.
Yeah.
So tell me about. So why film production? Why are you here? Like, what inspired you to do film, and then what interests you about it, for example?
Well, for me, I knew I wanted to be a photographer. 100%. That's what I wanted to do with my life, was be a photographer. And then when I was doing my A-level photography assignment, I was stuck between two images that were like just a slightly different composition of one another. And I was like, oh my God, if only I had the moving image of them both. And then I was like, oh yeah, film. And that was that.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
When you were younger.
Yeah,
Is
like
that- So
15 odd.
15. So it's what photography
Yeah.
kind of inspired you a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Garry?
I guess I always wanted to do something creative.
Mm.
Like when I was younger, I wanted to be like an artist or acting or whatever. And then after GCSEs, I found out I could do media now, so I chose that. And then just film seemed fine, and I hate revising, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
physically
Yeah. No, I
can't-
agree. I
physically
agree.
can't do
Yeah.
that, so film was like seems like the best choice.
Yeah. 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 I hate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate revising as well. Yeah. It should be banned, really. So is that where Winchester interests you as well? Because the Winchester course is really good because it's kind of like more practical, less writing. Is that what interests you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, for me, it was honestly because we applied during that like lockdown phase.
Yeah.
So I'd never seen Winchester full stop until I was studying here. So it was honestly just the website that sold it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Gary?
It was just the course, kind of like
Yeah.
I just saw all coursework, and I just kind of chose it. And it said online that had the best like one of the best accommodations in the UK. Kind of lied, but
Did it? Did it?
well, compared to like, other ones I've seen from like my other friends, like
What website was this?
I don't know. I just it was just some, it was like ranked like high.
Yeah.
Like why? The ones I saw were like
Where did you live in first year, the both of you?
West Downs.
West Downs.
Yeah.
Did you live
I
with?
commuted.
You commuted?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Mm-hmm.
West
Yeah.
Downs? No, Burma's the place. Burma's the best place. No. What's like your favourite bit in like making films? Like what do you like to do film wise? Do you like directing or hate directing? Do you like doing sound and hate sound, you know?
Well, I just did sound because I had to. Kind of. I mean, I'm enjoying it more now that I actually know, because I didn't know how to do it before, really FMP. But I've always wanted to do editing. I don't like the beginning of it, but I kind of like like making the creative choices there. Yeah, it's I prefer post over production, but
Really?
yeah.
Why? Is it just because it all comes together in post?
Yeah, and I think I have more control in post. Like before a shoot, for like production, it feels more like, you know, before an exam. So you're kind of anticipating that. If you're doing like editing or something, you have the whole control. You're kind of this your own time, kind of thing.
Right. What about you, Amber? This is your first directorial debut.
No, this is my like 100th. Honestly, directing is what I do. I don't do any other role. I do producing on the side, but it's strictly directing. Just because I like to be creative and I like for my idea to go forwards.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah, because yeah. I was gonna say, did you direct a film that I was on set with? No, you weren't. What am I thinking of?
We did Final Entry together.
Yeah, we did Final Entry. Yeah. That's yes. My brain goes. So, right, let's talk about the film Pseudo. Let's talk about it. So, tell me about like the very early stages of Pseudo. And actually, no, before you say that, I should say this because I forget each time FMP people are here. Describe to the audience what Pseudo is, the story.
Oh. A light summary of Pseudo is basically about an anxiety-driven man who suffers with paranoia and hallucinations. That's that.
A man suffers with yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave it.
Yeah,
there.
leave it like that. Oh, okay. And what was it? So, what were the early stages of it? Like very, very early on. What were the ideas thrown around? Were you doing a documentary, or you know?
My group hated me at the beginning.
Is that true, Gary?
Oh, that was fine.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
Because I knew 100% we had to be the group that does something different, that pushes the boundaries, that doesn't just make your bog standard drama. I knew I had to include children and murder and all of these crazy things. And like at one stage we had like fire and terrorism
Yeah.
and
I kept egging her on to add more because I knew it'd annoy like Maya and Adam.
yeah.
Right. So, what you were gonna add fire and
Yeah, like every risk assessment known to man, I wanted it in the film.
bloody hell.
She
Yeah.
wanted a terrorist attack at one point.
Yeah.
Well, where? Like, what kind of terrorist?
I just wanted to make like a huge film. Like I've got a huge notes page on my laptop that's just got every bizarre, crazy.
Wow, Amber, you're quite dark.
Yeah.
I can tell you are by that T-shirt as well. So you like darky things
Yeah,
then, right? You
100%,
like
yeah.
horror and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
So you wanted like fire. What was the fire used? Just
Just fire.
fire.
Yeah.
So you wanted a lot of like stuff that was
Mhm.
dark.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened? How did you find Pseudo then?
We came up with a piece about pregnancy, initially. That's our original pitch that we did like a year and a half ago now. So it's going to be basically a woman that fell pregnant, and we showed her giving birth as well. That's another thing.
God, Amber.
And then it's like a demon baby kind of thing,
Right.
and that was possessing the dad. And then it just got adapted from that point. So
Right.
yeah.
It's amazing. You're just so sweet, but then
Yeah.
you're kind of dark.
Yeah.
Okay. Giving birth.
Mhm.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
fake, right? Fake giving birth.
Yes,
Right, okay,
obviously.
Thank God. Okay, you're not that disturbed. So again, tell me about again. So you got the team together.
Mhm.
What did you kind of firstly start to do? Did you start looking out for locations, casting, stuff like that?
What did we do?
Like right at the start. Or?
Yeah.
Mm.
Did you go through the script together as well, and make notes and?
Yeah, we did that. What did we do first though?
Kind of sat in the the journalism room, just started like
Mm.
trying we started for 8 hours just thinking of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just more of finding something that inspires us, kind of.
Mm.
I find that one bit in a film that we all agree would like, we all would like.
What did you find? How did you find Amber's ideas? How did you find them? Like if she said giving birth and terrorism and fire and.
No, I was fine with them.
Oh right.
I didn't.
You weren't
mind.
disturbed? I'd be
Yeah.
like, what did Adam think?
He hated me.
Really?
Yeah, because he's got to produce it all. So he was like, "We can't have that. We can't have that. I'm not doing that."
Now tell me about that then. What were the kind of
Yeah. Oh, I just
debates?
stuck to it. I knew what I wanted, and clearly he did what I wanted. Because again, we've got children and murder and nudity and so on. There's loads of things that he did that I
Wow.
wanted. So
Wow. My God.
yeah.
It's crazy. So tell us about like the casting and stuff. So you hired lots of adults.
Mhm.
So tell us about that. How did you find them?
Sorry, my voice is going. We went on Backstage and Mandy. Another thing for casting that I knew I wanted, which Adam heavily agreed with me with, was I didn't want any young adult actors because I really wanted to stay away from the kind of uni side.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to look studenty.
Shooty.
So all of my actors, per my child actor, were 35 plus, just to portray an actual adult. So that was quite difficult with casting because most free actors are obviously young, upcoming actors. So we paid all of them
Wow.
basically. So
Yeah, you had a lot of
yeah,
lot of actors. A lot
yeah,
of.
we had 7, including the
Wow.
child. So,
Wow. Well, let's
yeah.
talk about that actually, which I'm really interested about, is the child
Mhm.
casting children.
Mhm.
How, like, I saw the film, I went, oh my God, because
Mhm.
my a lovely friend of mine, she was thinking
Mm.
of having children in her film,
Yeah.
but she kind of said, I can't do it because the paperwork is absolutely a nightmare. So that's what I'm interested about. Tell me about the process of hiring children.
Well, Adam can obviously speak about it a lot more because he did a lot of it. But it is a really long, lengthy process. But only for the uni. If you do a film outside of uni, it's so much easier. It's still just as long, but it's so much easier.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Because the uni need to like protect themselves and safeguard themselves to make sure the uni aren't like harassing the child.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Whereas if you're doing a film by yourself, you're not tied to uni anymore. So there's no secondhand.
So
Yeah.
what kind of paper? So you had I assume you have the parent consent form.
Yeah.
Then I just found out a minute ago you said you have to educate the child.
Sometimes, yeah. Depends for how long your shoot is for. We didn't have to educate Ella at all on set because we shot on a weekend and just for one day. So she was absolutely fine.
So you shot
yeah.
them on a weekend.
Yeah.
But why did you had to educate them?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
What was
Or
that
you have to
like?
bring in a teacher because if you take them away from school, it's the same with like kids on like Stranger Things or something. Like they
Well, yeah,
can't
yeah.
So yeah, it's the same.
But if you did it on a
Same here.
weekend,
Yeah. So we didn't have to
do it
educate
on a
Ella at all.
weekend.
Yeah.
but what about child labour laws? Did you have to keep it like 3 hours
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
What
This
was
was
it?
really tight. Doing that, which was great.
So what was it? What was the? So what was it then? Was it 3
They
hours?
can't
and-
work for longer than 4 hours
a day.
a day.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been tricky.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, really tight, really hard. But
Where
it's okay.
Where did you find the teacher?
Teacher?
Yeah, you said you brought in a teacher.
No, I didn't bring in a teacher.
Oh, I
No.
thought you said you brought in. So
No.
you actually had to teach them.
No, not Ella, because we just had her for 1 day. So no teaching at all.
You just said you said earlier you had to teach them.
That's a different film.
Oh, what's this different film then?
My film, George.
Oh, so your filmed your
Yeah.
passion project. Oh,
Yeah,
right, okay.
Yeah, but for Pseudo and my child actor, no lessons, no teaching, nothing.
So so for your passion project, you had to bring a teacher in.
No, didn't. I had to. Do
You
it.
had to. All right,
Yeah.
you had to teach them.
Yeah.
So you had to teach the child,
Yeah,
but you're
we
not an
just
educated
did-
teacher.
No, but I'm qualified enough because I've got GCSEs and A levels and now a degree. So again, Adam can speak about that a lot
Wow.
more. But me and him I think we did a maths lesson and an English lesson, just quick like half-hour sessions, in between
Wow.
shoots.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Wow, you're a teacher then. That's pretty cool. Anyway, moving on. So it's really interesting how processy that whole thing is.
Yeah.
So let's get on to the inspiration and the visuals. So what were the kind of visuals of this film? Like, I assume lots of horror and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you speak.
Yeah.
About it. Yeah.
Can you be more specific?
Well, let's talk about the editing process.
Okay.
So what were the kind of difficult things to edit, and what were kind of the easy things to edit?
The easy things was like matching a lot of the shots, like because of how much we got, I was able to make sure the edit flows well. So the assembly wasn't too bad, but also that was kind of hard because sometimes there's inconsistencies. There's one in the film which I know is like right then in production, which I showed Amber, and others which really annoys me. But there's
Yeah.
literally nothing we can do about that. I'm not gonna say where, just in case. Other difficulties.
The editing the warehouse bit, was that difficult?
Not really. Yeah, I think it was fine. The match cuts was a bit hard because it was a bit planned but a bit not as well. So I had to find a place where it would work, and I'll match that with the music and then make the audio work well with that. The hardest thing was probably the audio because I've not edited audio before really. And yeah, I think there was a lot of work that I did, but overall it wasn't too bad.
Right. So would you say you never touched, or did you say you never understood audio before?
No, not until the FMP. So I
Wow.
had to kind of learn from scratch again, like the whole mix pre.
Yeah.
I had ChatGPT with me on the shoot just in case there was something wrong. It was actually really helpful, to be fair.
What, ChatGPT?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I need to do this, and then it gave me like a whole rundown of what to do.
Wow. I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god. So yeah, I struggled with a mix pre early on in film, and I was like, oh god, what's going on? But yeah, what about color grading? Did you find color grading? I find color grading quite difficult.
Oh, that wasn't my job. That was because my cinematographer, so she had to do color grading.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Talk about the locations as well, because I found it was very interesting to have that warehouse, which is pretty cool. How did you get that? Where is it?
It's next to Rick Stein, the abandoned building that's next door to Rick Stein. That's where we filmed.
That's not quite hard to get.
Yes and no. It's just persuading. And yeah, Adam did a very good job of that. So yeah, it was really, really difficult to initially find the location. That's one of the last things we did, because initially Pseudo was meant to be filmed in an abandoned house. The whole thing was set in an abandoned house. And then we just couldn't risk assessment it properly, like safety guide couldn't do it. So then we changed it up, and I changed the script 100 times to fit the new locations. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who is your music? Your
We
composer?
had a composer from New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What was that like?
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
Just on again backstage, or Mandy, one of the two. But Adam insisted that we had a completely external composer because he wanted Pseudo to be worldwide.
Worldwide, global.
Yeah. But yeah, no, working with her was lovely. It was absolutely fine. We had constant communication. It was obviously a time delay. But yeah, she ticked all my boxes. I ticked all her boxes. That was that.
So did you have to pay her as well?
Yeah.
How was funding as well? How was that like, Garry?
How much can we say without like? Have they graded the film already?
GoFundMe?
Like, should we snitch on Adam?
Go for it.
Yeah, we were over budget.
You're over
We were over
budget.
budget by like, how much? Over $1,000. Kind
Oh
of
my
thing.
goodness.
So we raised like 1 point.
1.6.
Was it 1 point, like 1.6, 1.7,
Yeah, 1.6.
and then we split it up into 4, like the rest of the money. So we had to pay another 250 around that, and then another 30 quid later on for the composer.
Wow. Oh my god. Why do you want to
That's a
stitch on
lot.
Adam? Is he not happy with it?
No, it's just naturally going over budget is a bad thing
Yeah.
for producers. So yeah, but we doubled our budget. So.
But talk about like the visuals and stuff. So you're with the cinematographer, and also like, did you sit together during the edit? So talk about like the kind of shots as well, the feel of it, and also what was it like working together when the edit happened?
So for the visual perspective, I knew prior to shooting, I wanted the whole thing to be quite messy and quick cutty and movementy and whatnot. So I was talking to Maya heavily about this is what I want it to look like, and I love an extreme close up and an extreme wide. I don't like a medium close up. So that's what I spoke to her about. Done perfectly. Then when it got to the editing side, again, Garry and I sat down together quite a bit. We went through every shot together and said what's good, what's bad. So that took ages, and then he took it from there, created the assembly, and then we tweaked together.
Yeah. What's she like as a director, Garry?
Can be honest.
She has a lot of like, she has me change a bunch of stuff, but nothing too drastic. But it's kind of, it was helpful because then I know what I need to fix. Like she was critical, but she wasn't like rude about or anything. But overall, like, I think our visions was kind of aligned. It was more of tweaking small parts rather than changing something big. It was good.
Yeah, it's good. She's good.
Yeah, especially like when there's like little things I thought, that's a bit cool, and then I showed her, and then she starts jumping for joy. I'm not even like, she just dances in the middle of the scene.
Really? I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
The other big part is that I want to know, like, you have nudity in the film. Was that hard to risk assess and stuff like that?
Our nudity chunk was 50-50. It was really easy to get approved and sorted out. It was really difficult to do on set.
It was easy to approve.
It was easy to approve. Yeah.
Wow.
The difficulty of your nudity scenes is on the day, on set. Because it was just me and one cinematographer in the room. And it couldn't be, because it was male genitalia, so it had to be a male cinematographer. So my DOP couldn't be in the room, and it was just me and one cameraman. So again, getting sound for it, and it was a nightmare.
Really, that scene.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and everyone else had to be like out the building completely. And
Completely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
Is that a
not-
procedure?
Yeah, completely
Wow.
closed set, 100%.
Wow. I did.
yeah.
Wow. So everyone had to be out of the. Wow. I didn't know that. That's quite. Wow.
Mm.
What was the idea? Did you just want to like push yourself out of the boundaries?
It was actually Saltburn.
It was Saltburn that
It was
inspired you.
Saltburn. that inspired me to have it again, because in my initial head I wanted the same scene. Have you seen Saltburn?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, without spoiling it, there's a scene in Saltburn where he just he dances down a corridor nude, and I wanted the same thing, but my character like sprints down a corridor in the nude. Our house didn't have a corridor that we could do that for. So again, thinking kind of on the spot, I was like, oh, this looks really cool instead. I'll just have him slam up against the door and run out of bed naked.
Oh, right.
Wasn't Connor like facing the wall?
Yeah.
So we just had the boom up, hold the boom like kind of behind him. He's just like facing the wall the whole time, which is a bit funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Can't see anything. So yeah.
Well, it's quite, but it's quite like, is that what you wanted to do? Like to make like a really big impression with the film and like to go, because that's why, I was like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
So, would you say, so I was talking about the filming process. Would you say that was the most challenging thing to film? Or was there other challenging bits? And what were the kind of the highlights of filming as well?
Our most challenging bit was definitely filming with a child.
Yeah.
I think that was the most stressful filming day I've ever had in my whole life, because it wasn't working out. It wasn't aligning. She's just too young to be on set properly, and she was hungry and she was sad and she was shy, and there were just too many cameras around her and whatnot. So that was just awful. But we sorted it out and fixed it, so it's fine.
Oh, bless her.
But yeah, my highlight is every day.
Every day.
I know that sounds so cheesy, but from writing the script to then seeing it be done and seeing how the actors communicated with me and me them, it was brilliant. I loved every single second of Pseudo.
What was it like working with the actors as well? What's it like as a director and actor?
Really good, honestly. Like, I would say one of my strengths is talking to strangers and talking to people. I really like to waffle on.
Perfect.
So talking to them was absolutely fine, because you just talk about nothing, and then you've just got this natural connection. And I'm also really bossy, in a good way, I think. So I'd just be like, I need you here now, do this for me, kind of thing, because we just got to get it done. Like, I don't like to kind of beat around the bush, and like if I want it, I want it, and it's happening.
Do you agree with that, Garry?
Yeah, no,
Good
she was. At least for me, she even from other people I've heard, like she's been a good director, like on set, even before and after.
Cool. So what kind of other stuff have you directed then, previously?
So I'm directing at the moment my film George. I've done Pseudo. I've done a film called Glass Bottle. I co-directed Julienne. Assistant directed. And then I've done every module I've done at uni. I directed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Good for you.
So,
wow. So with Pseudo, what's like next with it? Where would you like to take it? Film festivals? Yeah. Have you applied for any, Garry?
No, we haven't applied yet. Sorry to,
That's
to
all right.
cut you off there. Adam has created a list of 31 film festivals that we can apply for, because obviously again we've got nudity in children, so that you can't just go to any festival now. So he's got a long list, and we just have to change our last song, and then we're ready to go.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
You should have applied it for our I did a module called Festivals, and it was a horror film festival. Yeah.
Jake was telling us we should put it in there, and then he just left it from that point, because we didn't know it was yours at the time. He just said, some students are doing a horror festival. Leave it with me. Yeah, and then nothing came from it. So.
All right. Would you call it a horror, would you say?
A thriller, I think. Psychological thriller.
Psychological thriller?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's all the questions about Pseudo. It's a very good film. You should be very proud.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. So the question is, like, what are you doing next? Like, what are you doing next? How do you feel about leaving this, not the studio, but this place? How do you feel about it, Garry?
Next. It's a weird situation, because now that everything's done, it's like there's nothing to do, but now it's also there's everything to do. So I'm kind of probably planning to apply for like runner jobs and then on the side try like making a brand so I can branch off to other stuff. Kind of just try anything and see what sticks, see what I like. But yeah, like even if it's not editing, something film related, something I want to, something I enjoy. I don't want to be stuck down to anything. I don't want to be stuck in an office editing day and night kind of thing, because I've done that enough with Pseudo already. But yeah, it's kind of just I don't like doing the same thing, so I want to see what I can do.
Yeah. So do you want to do you want to have a shot at directing? Do you think?
Yeah, like try a bunch of stuff, like probably not direct the whole thing by myself kind of thing, but being assistant first, see how that goes. Yeah, just I've learned a lot at uni, and I feel like now there's a different chapter trying, even if it's uncomfortable first, try something new.
New, yeah. And are you scared?
Yeah.
Terrified? Yeah.
But, yeah, I think I'm not as scared now, but I think once something does start happening, I'll be like, I'm gonna get really nervous about that, but I'm not gonna worry about that for now.
What about you, Amber?
I'm pretty similar, to be honest. The kind of everything and nothing at the exact same time. It's really stressful. Because again, now we've finished, it's like, oh, what to do? But it's like, oh my god, what do I do? So I just naturally feel really behind. I know that's a really wrong mindset to have, but after you've been in education constantly, it's kind of like, oh no, I need homework now. What do I do? And like, it's just so scary to me to now not have that. And now I'm like, oh no, I need that. And yeah, and I don't have it. It's a bit scary.
Do you have any ideas? Would you like to do? No?
No, I know 100% I want to do directing. That's definitely my area of film. But again, you can't just rock up and say, oh, I'm the director. So
It's a bit like a competition, really. I don't like it. It's a bit like a competition.
Yeah.
I like to help as much people as possible, but then you've got to find like yourself as well. It's like it scares me. So like, what are your opinions? So kind of moving on a little bit, what are your opinions on like the industry now? Like, what are your opinions of the industry now? Is it getting better or is it getting worse, do you think?
I can't speak on it massively because I've only like this kind of year focused on the industry. I've never cared because it's always like, oh, I'll be in uni forever. Industry is irrelevant. But now it's like, oh, I should probably look into it. But I think this AI stuff. Oh, no, I think the industry is going downhill because of AI's increasing. So all the actor strikes and writer strikes, and I think the industry is sinking slightly. And with like TikToks and YouTube and whatnot now being as accessible as it is, I think film and cinema and whatnot is dying, and YouTube and whatnot is rising.
Yeah, do you think it will die dead? Do you think? Yeah, it's quite sad, isn't it? And also, also notice attention spans as well. Yeah, is that no one can really sit longer than 20 seconds, and
that's it. Yeah. So,
what about you, Garry?
Yeah, I'm similar with Amber. I haven't really thought too much about industry because I remember when I joined here, like first year, I was like, oh, I have so much time to figure everything. Now I'm at the end, and I'm like basically the same place. Yeah. Yeah, I have a similar. I think the industry's at a decline right now. But I've heard there's probably going to be some kind of boom at some point, but right now it's not the best state. But yeah, I think I'd rather get into the more content rather than the film industry right now, just because I consume that more anyways. And I feel like, because I see lots of behind this, because when I watch a lot of that, I can see lots of behind the scenes anyways. And it just seems a bit more genuine, like it's more people, friends, like making stuff together rather than a whole corporate follow this, and then you film and then you're done. But it's more like everyone helping each other, even if you're not getting paid, everyone's building each other up rather than a whole competition. For, like film.
What are your opinions on like original ideas as well? Because original ideas seem to be.
I don't think it exists. anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah, I like you. You just can't have an original idea. It's always an adaptation of something. I think it's impossible now to have something 100% original, because you've got to be inspired by something else, you know.
Yeah.
So
It's annoying, isn't it?
yeah.
Pseudo 2,
Oh.
Garry.
Well, he's kind of dead.
Spoiler alert. Right, so the next question is, I asked everyone this question before quick fire questions. In general, do you think there's a serious issue that people need to be more aware of, and that you think needs to be dealt with in the world, changed in the world, do you think? Quite a loaded question, I know.
Very broad.
And there's billions of issues. Isn't it like film related or just
Everything,
issues?
Like, like the war going on, or a lot of people have said Gaza at the moment as well, cost of living, that kind of stuff.
I think for me to be just slightly different, I think just men's mental health is a big thing. Going back to slightly pseudo, that's why I included a male as my protagonist, just to have to show that men go through it as well. Because I think as a society, we still just aren't there with men's mental health. I think we still, boys don't cry, and boys can't be scared, and X, Y, and Z. I think we still kind of coddle the females and kick off the men. So that would be my
All right, that's an interesting answer. Right, okay.
I think men's is, I think we treat it differently to women's mental health. Yeah.
What about you, Garry?
I think if something is going to be like to do with like the content, social media and stuff, it's the whole expectations of everything. I think it's starting to be a point where everyone's supposed to have the same opinions, kind of, and like follow the same things, and everyone's going to be like this, like this, like this. And then in the real world, when you see other people, it's usually not that kind of way.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit weird. And seeing all the cancel culture and stuff, a lot of the stuff I feel kind of dumb. Like, I think it's just hard to be kind of your own person nowadays a lot.
You mean like people perceive themselves as...
Yeah.
And it's, on social media and stuff.
People put themselves down for stuff that they can't control, or things that they are, even though there's no problem with that. It's a whole I think there's a fine line between self-improvement and self-deprecating kind of thing. Like you can try to improve, but then there's improving and killing, like hurting yourself for reasons that you really shouldn't be.
Yeah, right.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. Oh, cool. That's a very it's a very big question that stumbles people. But cool. Okay, cool. So let's move on to quick fire questions. Are you prepared?
Okay.
Get your thinking caps on. Okay, I'm going to ask you very personal questions. So Amber, favorite film of 2023 last year?
Oh, it might not be the Iron Claw. Whenever that might be early this year or late
Early this year. Iron Claw. Not Saltburn?
Iron Claw.
Iron Claw. Okay. What are you, Garry?
I forgot every film right now. What films came out last year? I can't remember.
Oppenheimer, Barbie, what was it? Saltburn.
No, I generally can't think of any films right now. I don't know why.
What was the last film you saw in the cinema?
Last time I saw cinema, that was Monkey Man. I think was it a monkey? Is that Monkey Man? Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Fell asleep?
No, I just do that a lot. It's not the film. It's like if I'm sat there, like nothing. When I'm sat there and I'm not like 100% invested and I'm doing nothing, I fall asleep. That happens anywhere.
And right, really?
Like 100 times on Pseudo.
Are you serious? Oh my god!
I fell asleep in the last spot just because I sat down, and then they kicked me out because they thought I was too drunk.
Really, the last bot?
Yeah, like the first 15 minutes. Yeah, the sound of food, I just fell asleep.
Oh my god! I'm surprised you're still awake now. I was like the state. Oh my god! On Pseudo. Oh my god! So it's that action.
Yeah.
Is that true? Oh my god!
I did it once, yeah.
Oh
In
my
the
god!
mood.
Favorite film all time, Amber?
Coraline.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good film.
Easily Coraline. 100%.
Not Chucky.
No, Coraline.
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 Oh.
100% favorite film.
Right.
Yeah.
Gary.
Ooh, I hate favorite questions because it like really depends. I really like the anime film Your Name. I don't know, it really sticks with me. I think the story's really nice, and yeah, it feels a lot of themes I like. Ooh. And then just general, I like the confusing films as well. Like a lot of names just gone, like Interstellar and those kind of ones.
Yeah.
I like the films that make you think. So like, you watch a film and then you instantly want to look this up.
Yeah.
To figure
Like
out
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Are you both anime fans? Are you both anime fans? Are you an anime fan?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. Spirited Away is something that people keep saying on the
Yeah.
show, and I need to watch it.
Yeah, I need to watch any Studio Ghibli films.
Is that a studio? Is Spirited Away that one? What's a studio?
I think so. I think it's Studio
Okay.
Ghibli. Yeah, Spirited Away, House Moving Castle, those kind of stuff.
Favorite filmmaker?
Tim Burton is probably my favorite. Yep, just that
I
kind
can
of
see. I can see
Yeah.
the horror and
Yeah.
Tim. Right.
Yeah, Tim Burton.
Not really like for the films, but I just like Jordan Peele. I think like he does lots of like cool films. Like he has lots of meanings behind it. Like especially with like things like Us. I think it's cool how he implements that. But also the fact that he's been like on YouTube and just like comedy, kind of like does whatever. I respect and inspired by how he does that. Basically.
Yeah, I like him as well. Like
Yeah.
Get Out. I need to see. Do you like Get Out?
You've not seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, brilliant film.
Favorite actor?
Oh, probably Chris Pratt.
Right. Okay.
Because I fancy him.
Right. That's later on. What are you, Gary?
Favorite actor? You know, I can tell you because
tell.
like I have different actors for different reasons. Like I like Simu Liu, the one from Shang-Chi, just because the way he's like representation kind of thing, and like I like a lot of stuff he's in. I think he's good actor. I like seeing what's his name, Kevin Hart. I like his films. I like. Do you not like
I
him?
didn't like that answer.
No, I just like I think he's an entertaining person, and you don't.
To say Kevin Hart is your favourite
No,
actor
I'm not
is
saying he's not a
wild.
favorite actor. I just like him. I don't have favorite things. I just the first things that come into mind. Maybe just because I like some things recently, but yeah, I like I think it's been the Upside. I think that film with the paralyzed guy. I really like that film.
Yeah.
I think he's really good in that.
Yeah.
Cool. Favorite TV show?
Live action ones. I think I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine a lot.
What? Sorry.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh right.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Amber.
I think I'd have to say Pretty Little Liars.
Oh my god. I used to watch that. Oh god. Yeah. What? Yeah. That's a good question. Why are you so obsessed with horror and
I don't
crime
know.
and?
I really like the feeling that it brings other people, like, because I don't get scared easily when watching something.
What?
But like,
Do you elaborate on that, Gary?
Even like the smallest things in Pseudo. When I was showing the edit, she just gets a jump scared. Even if I'm like she's inspecting it and it's not even like something you're meant to be scared of. She just gets scared.
Because I'm
I don't know
like
what you're talking
painfully
about.
focused.
There you go. You've been caught out, Amber. You've been caught out. So there isn't. Been caught out on the show.
Yeah.
Favorite song that you could listen to forever?
Oh, I don't know the title. Is it Redbone by Gambino? Is that what it's called?
Okay.
think-
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah?
maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that song I could listen to forever.
Is it a horror song?
No.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's an answer we don't have. What about
I
you,
think
Gary?
like the two main ones top of my head is like Forget You by CeeLo, CeeLo Green, and Beautiful Girls by Sean Kingston. I think it's just those songs my dad used to play when I was younger in the car, and I didn't really pay attention too much, but those are the two songs that I kind of did. And then I'm starting to listen to lots of those older songs again, and those are still the main ones that always show up. So whenever they play, I'm like, yeah, that's my song.
Yeah, I feel like the songs when they're in the car, like
Yeah.
you've had that childhood thing where your parents start putting songs in the car, and nightmares as well of them dancing. Anyway, if you could be a person for a day, who would it be, Amber?
Kanye West.
Oh my God.
100%.
Want to see how much of an idiot he is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Right. What about you, Gary?
What'd it be? Biden, maybe.
Right.
I feel like there's a lot of things he knows that, like one of those people like knows a lot about stuff. I think there's so many things happening that basically no one's aware of, but there's these few people who are, and I feel like it's kind of cool to know.
Yeah.
Also, that could be really bad knowing.
Nuclear launch codes and the Book of Secrets. Yeah.
Even like the weirdest things that could be happening right now.
I know. Yeah, all the stuff they could know. Right, there you go, Amber. I've already answered the question. Childhood celebrity crush.
Chris Pratt.
Why do you like Chris Pratt?
Look at him. Like, there's just something about, because he's not like your typical good-looking bloke or whatnot. You know, the Michael B. Jordans and like he's just like an average-looking, good-looking bloke, and I fancy him.
Is he been in a horror film?
No, I don't think so.
It's not too late, Amber. You could be in a film. Yeah. What about you, Gary?
Did I have one?
People have said cartoons and stuff.
Yeah, I used to always joke in sixth form that our celebrity crush was Peppa Pig. Because I remember it was a debate, and I said that one time.
Oh dear.
And it was just a theme that I kept bringing up every single like short debate thing.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh
Maybe
dear.
I'm serious.
Right, moving on. Is that your answer?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sticking with
Stick with it.
it.
Okay. Secret talent or unknown fact people don't know about you.
Nothing.
Is there a fact that? Yeah.
No, like I don't fully know.
Do you play sport or instruments?
Yeah, I play volleyball, but it's not really like a secret kind of thing that I keep hidden.
I can't do anything. No, I've got no talents or hobbies.
Speaking of sport, I just want to put out there, Adam, who's lovely. I met Adam through dodgeball. I had to leave it because I was very, very busy, really busy. But then I feel kind of bad every time I walk past him because I feel, oh no. But he's very, very good and very lovely and very, very good at dodgeball, like insanely good. So my secret talent is losing to him. Okay, so what is something that you have that you need to throw out?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Something in your house, in your room, you need to throw out?
Have you got anything?
I have this little pot behind my monitor of like Carolina Reapers that I've had since like December.
Well, what are they? What are they?
November actually.
What is it? Sorry.
Like Carolina Reapers.
What are they?
It was like extremely hot like peppers. It's like dried out ones I got for volleyball for November actually. It was part of a challenge to raise money for that for volleyball, and I got 2 pots. And then I still have another pot left because some people didn't end up not doing it. It's been in my room since then because I thought maybe at some point we could do it again. I'm never doing it again. I hated that. But yeah, I need to throw out at some point just so it's just never in the back of my mind. But every time I do something, like because on my computer, it's just right there.
Right, that's cool. I didn't know. That's a good. What do you mean by charity? What do you mean by like you were raising money for charity with the Peppers?
Oh, I'm fundraiser for volleyball, so I was setting up lots of things to raise money, and
Right.
if we raise certain amounts, we had like, certain milestones, we do something. So, if we raise 1,000, some people get like the hair fully buzzed. I think we raised like 1,500 for that for November.
Wow.
But yeah, one of them, I think £750 was Carolina Reaper challenge. So a bunch of us did that.
Should have been fundraiser on Pseudo, Gary.
So I was
Yeah.
told. I helped. Okay.
Yeah.
What keeps you up at night? Well, you're horror, aren't you? I bet. Oh, scary stuff.
Honestly, nothing at the moment, but it was Pseudo. I wouldn't sleep because of Pseudo, because there's always an issue. So when that was going on, there was always an actor dropping out, or someone sick, or we've lost this location or something. I was like, oh no. So yeah, Pseudo definitely was keeping me up at night.
Yeah, I just get really distracted. Like any like little thing. Like I plan to do something, but there's something in my head that occupies me, so I just do that a lot. So I just keep doing stuff until I get really tired. Like last night, my door was open because it was a bit hot in the room because my door leads to the garden basically, and the cat just walked in, and then it was just and then it just laid on my friend's chest for like an hour and wouldn't move. It was like late at night, like 2 a.m. So yeah, we couldn't really sleep, because if you close the door, we'd just kind of kidnap a cat.
Cats, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Window. Or, you both didn't go to Cannes, did you?
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
Window or on a plane.
Definitely window.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say window.
Window. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
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 Really?
Dogs.
I say cats.
Dogs.
Dogs. Well, cats are like cats are in Colorine.
So.
Okay. Oh. If you time travelled, where would you go?
It's going to sound so sad. I think I'd go backwards like 5, 10, 15 years and just like relive childhood again. Like, I know that sounds so sad, but like, just thinking of like the first time you watched this film or played this game, like Minecraft in its peak with like your siblings.
Oh, no. God. You're a Minecrafter, aren't you?
Well, back in the day, yeah. Oh, it's brilliant. And still now, but like when it was, I don't know, just all those kind of things, like all the firsts and, like that's what I do. Yeah.
Minecraft. Well, actually, what do you guys, survival or creative?
Survival.
Creative.
No.
Creative's cool. You can make your own thing,
Yeah,
unlimited.
but you can do that in survival too.
No, but you have to
grind.
Yeah, you have to grind. Yeah, who has time to grind? What about you, Garry? Oh, sorry.
Now I have time to grind. Yeah. Yeah, I think something similar. Like knowing what I know now, being able to go back and kind of do the stuff that I feel like I could have. I feel like it could have been really different if I knew what would have been good. Because I feel like when I was younger, I'm not close to how I was now. And lots of things that I didn't understand then, I understand now. I think like the awkward stage is going to be gone.
Yeah.
I think like I've wasted some times doing some things when I could have improved a lot at that time. So yeah, I think it's really similar. Like I could go back so I can be a better person, basically.
Cool. Favorite word?
Amber.
So vain. So vain.
I think that's my favourite word. I don't know about
What?
you.
No.
No, I don't know. I need to think about it.
Director. There you go.
I
Do you
don't
have favourite words? What's your favourite word?
God, I haven't thought about that. Oh God, let me think. Oh yeah, well there is one that stood out when I was doing English and I'd do like a spelling test and the words got harder and harder and harder. And there was one word which I need to Google and it's called pusillanimous.
Oh my
Pusillanimous.
God, never heard that.
Yeah, I need to know what it is, but it was the last difficult word. They just got difficult and difficult. It was like cat, dog, and the last one was pusillanimous. I don't know what it means. I'm gonna Google it. That's my favourite word.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't have a favourite word. I don't
No, you both don't have a favourite word?
No,
Not really.
No.
no. I'll
I'd
stick
like,
with
I
Amber.
like a class.
Class.
Yeah, like when someone says something and you're like, yeah, class. That's class. Because if I don't know how to respond to something, that's what I use. Because it's not just like okay. So it seems like you care, even though it's just like I just put it out there. I probably use that quite a bit in the chat.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure.
Oh. See, I'm just so sad and boring because one of my favorite things to do is like hoovering and ironing. So whenever I'm like, oh, I deserve a treat, I'll hoover. That's my like
Hoover.
yes, I love hoovering. So that's probably my kind of guilty pleasure. Like,
Really?
yeah, whenever I'd need a reward. Yeah, like, oh, I got a good grade today. Whack the hoover out.
Are you not like? I assume you're one of those Tim Burton people that are dusty and like the dark and.
No, I love cleaning so much.
Right.
So that's so sad, but yeah, probably like deep cleaning something. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, I weirdly like Adam Sandler rom-coms.
Oh no, that is awful.
Yeah,
No.
I think it's so dumb and it's so like generic, and it's like this happens. Oh, like you can predict every little thing. I think it's just such like a laid back, just kind of yeah.
Do you like Jack and Jill? I've never seen that. Have you
I
seen
love Jack and Jill.
Oh, which
I
one was
know.
that?
the one with he was cloned, doubled
I
as
think
his
I watched
sister.
that one.
Yeah, he's like his sister, and they're in like these big fat suits.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Big Daddy? I used to watch that when I was
Oh,
younger.
good one.
I like 50 First Dates. Have you watched that?
Mm.
No. He should stick. I need to see Uncut. Is it Uncut Gems?
Oh, I don't know.
He's on Uncut Gems or something. He was in Netflix, and he's a very good actor when he's not being funny.
Yeah.
He's very good. But Adam's. Oh God, there's been a lot. There's been
There's
a
that
lot.
basketball film which I really liked. I can't remember what it's about. No, I can't remember what it's called. But it came out like a year or two ago.
I don't know. What it's called
Seriously,
either.
when you said Adam Sandler, I'm just in my brain. I was going Mr. Deeds, Pixels,
Yeah.
Murder Mystery, all these.
Yeah, so many.
So many Adam Sandler films. And last quickfire question: if you had the chance to have a choice of someone to be on the show next, who would it be?
Little Rob.
Little Rob.
Rob-
What? Rob Griffiths?
Griffiths.
Yeah, we love Rob Griffiths on the show.
Yeah, little Rob. 100%.
Why'd you say that?
Because he's just so cute, and he helps out with. He's been everywhere. Like for a first year, he's been on countless sets, and he's got hundreds of his own films. And
Yeah.
he can just talk forever as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Little
we
Rob.
last Rob Griffiths on the show. Yeah.
I'd say Maya.
Mm.
Just Maya. 'Cause
Just
I think,
Maya?
I think that'd be such an awkward podcast. Would be just really funny.
Okay.
Sorry, but do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it'd just be so fun to see. I just watch us two just watching
Yeah.
there, seeing what's happening.
I'm having pool in 2 days.
Oh.
Any other tips or questions you want to ask me to him?
Paul Carter.
Yeah.
No, honestly,
really?
I've not had him for now like 2 years.
Really?
So yeah, it was first year semester 1 is when we last had him.
Wow.
So been a long time since we've actually spoken to him. So
Who was your tutor leader for Pseudo? Who was that?
Jake Hawkins.
Jake. All right, cool. Jake's good.
Yeah.
So last kind of few things. Is there any friends or thank yous you'd like to give to the audience on behalf of Pseudo at all?
Oh, this is really. I think again, this sounds so cheesy now, but again, I really like to thank Adam. Probably is the biggest one, because I think without him, none of Pseudo would have been done at all. So I'd like to thank Adam. Well done, mate. Yeah, and then again, just everyone kind of who donated and helped and tweaked and that's me. It's my 2 cents.
Yeah, there's nothing specific. It's just like everyone that's done any little contribution, anyone that showed interest, like made me want to do more. Kind of, yeah, like anyone, if the more people that have a bit of interest, the more motivated to make sure that it's good,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like for the edit. Like, I don't want to show people something that I'm not proud of.
Yeah,
So
I'm the
the
same.
more people that want to see it makes me want to do better.
Awesome, cool. So, where can people on socials find you? Do you have a film account at all?
I do, yeah. So Instagram is probably my biggest one that people can find me at. And it's just _ Amber's captured moments _ nice and easy. Yeah.
What about you, Gary?
I don't have a film Instagram yet
Mm.
because I feel like no one really
Bit cringe, aren't they?
yeah, no one's gonna care about what you did for semester 2 kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't do that. Yeah, maybe my normal Instagram if someone has any like questions to do with that, which is IGot IGOT_2Rs, but yeah, that's if you have anything.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, cool. Well, that's the end of the show. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, you should be very proud of Pseudo. It's very, very good. And yeah, hopefully, where can people see it next? Like, I'm going to wait a whole year.
Yeah,
Oh,
festivals
for
basically.
sake.
That's it. Yeah.
Final entry hasn't come out yet.
I know.
I know, it's
crazy.
annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should be very, very proud. And it's nice to meet you, Gary. I haven't met
Nice
you
to meet
before. Yeah. Have you been to MC before? You've probably heard me
Yeah,
sing and you've seen me around,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, thanks for yeah, thank you, and hope Pseudo gives you good things and good luck with your adventures after Winchester. Tell me what it's like. I need to know what it's like.
Yes.
So thank you for coming on. Thank you. So thank you very much to Amber and Gary for being on the show. If you would like to be on the show, CT Plus, it's there. And yeah, but thank you very much to them. And I always say it's the end of the show, but I want to have a catchphrase at the end of the show. My catchphrase is Harrison Ford. I'm a huge Harrison Ford fan, and I want him to come on the show. So you know who you are. Come on the show. Thank you very much. Make sure you sign my book when you leave.
Will do.
And that's Chat and That. Thank you very much. Woo! Yeah, that's it.